Hey, what's up guys? Our workout today is going to start off with 2 minutes of cardio of your choice. You guys can pick what you want to do there, whether it's a single movement or multiple movements. Key thing with this is we want to just slowly introduce the body into some intensity gradually as we kind of warm the body up. Once that 2 minutes is cleared, the next 3 minutes, what we're going to do is as many rounds as possible of 8 sit-ups and 8 Spider-Man lunges. So looking at those movements, the sit-up, we're going to set ourselves up on the ground, feet facing each other at the soles of the shoes there. I'm tagging the toes at the tops. This is my finishing position at the top. As I come down, what I'm going to do is kind of relax my back down kind of one vertebrae at a time. So I stay in this sort of crunch position, down, tag the ground, and then back up again. So I can use a little bit of arm swing on the way up. You can see the way up is kind of the reverse of the way down in that my spine will kind of curve up one vertebrae at a time, peeling up to that nice tall position. So 8 of those. I then move into the 8 Spider-Man lunges. So with this one, I'm going to take a long step forward, hands to ground, and I'm going to try and dip my elbow as deep down as I can. I'm going to come out of that one and switch to the other side. Down, dip that elbow. Ultimately, we want to be able to get our elbow to ground, but that is obviously subject to where your flexibility is at currently. So do the best you can, try to open it up over those rounds, but you can do that for those remaining 3 minutes, and that is your warm-up. Hey, what's up guys? I hope you're all keeping well out there. We're having a look at the build workout now. This one has a 12-minute timer on it, and we're looking at doing around every 3 minutes. So this one's going to be mostly focused around our midline strength. So 2 movements we're going to go back and forth between. The first one is lying leg raises. So that's going to be on the ground, and we're going to do 15 reps of that one. The second one is a slow dumbbell slide. So if you've done dumbbell slides before, it's the same technique, but the tempo is much slower. So deliberately taking your time with it. What we hopefully will see is that our 3-minute window that we're going to be working in each time, we take about nearly 2 minutes doing the actual work itself, and then we have about a minute's break before we start the next round. So looking at our movements, the lying leg raise, laying on your back. So a couple of ways you can do this. If you're on flat ground, the best way to do it is kind of wedge your hands in at the side of your butt, brace your belly down to your spine, and then bringing those legs up, down, about an inch off the ground, making sure that when I come down, I'm not letting my pelvis roll and my back kind of arch off the ground and get this horrible space here. I'm going to make sure that stays trapped down. So make that the goal, to keep that flat against the floor. If you happen to be doing this at home on a bench, if you happen to own a workout bench, you can actually hang on to the bench up around either side of your head there. That gives you a little bit more anchoring in, but it's the same thing through the belly. You want to make sure that that low back stays nice and flat, and we're not rolling that pelvis back and forth and putting stress on that low back. So 15 of those. They don't necessarily need to be unbroken, but hopefully we can move towards that over time. The second one are those dumbbell slides. So I'm going to set up hands about shoulder width. I'm going to have my feet about the same or possibly a little bit wider. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to brace my belly and very slowly alternate sides, taking that dumbbell from one side to the other. So the temptation with that is as soon as I lift my hand in it, especially when I start taking the weight of it, my body is going to kind of roll or move. I'm trying to fight against that. So tense the belly, tense the butt, lock the legs in, keep everything nice and stable, make it so it's just the arm and just that dumbbell moving. So 10 of those. As I said, if you can make the leg raises and the slides take about 2 minutes, then you've got about a minute's break. We're doing 4 cycles of that in 12 minutes. So that is your build workout.